Hey everybody, it's Kelly here with Kel's Creation Station. Thanks for joining me today. I want to share with you something that I am calling a pocket portfolio made from a cereal box. I got a lot of the ideas that I implemented in this project from the Treasure Books YouTube channel. That is Natasha, and she's the queen. All hail the queen, okay? I am just putting ideas that I wanted to use, and I've used a lot of her ideas in varying projects, but a lot of this is based on some things that I've seen on her channel. So I'm gonna hold it up. Here it is. So this is made from a cereal box and some of the muslin fabric with some tissue paper on top, and it is just all Elmer glued onto the cereal box. This was kind of like a nice tall cereal box, a little bit narrow looking, and I just really liked the shape, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna cut it up. So I used the front and back panel, and then I just did a thin strip in between to make a spine, okay? And all it does is it just opens up, and inside I have a couple things that flip up, okay? There's just hidden pockets, hidden treasures, different ephemera in there, and I just really like the feeling of it. I love that it's different than a junk journal per se, you know? So let me kind of like change the camera angle here so that I can show you it a little bit more up close. So before I start, this was something else that I saw, similarly something that I've seen on Natasha's channel, and it's just using envelopes as like journal pages or journal covers. So this little cover here is just fabric and tissue paper painted and glued with the Elmer's glue. So I did a little cover here, and then this cover is an envelope. So it just opens up. I did a pocket on the front. But this is another like example of like a pocket portfolio or whatever, or, you know, just something that I've seen her do on her channel. And then the back cover is also an envelope, and we have that. So I just did the book binding, which is something that I learned from her channel, added beads, which was her idea as well. So that was just a quick one that I did. And then I made this one. So on the front, there is this belly band going here, and this is a Dollar Tree wallpaper, really, really beautiful, and I covered it in a holographic laminating paper to make that belly band, and I have cardstock on the back of it, so I stuck the wallpaper onto cardstock, and I just glued here, and this is able to come right out of the front. So this I just tea dyed some, you know, regular paper to make a little book, and I bound it with some beads again. So it's just really fun to do the beads. When I saw that on her channel, I was like, oh no, I'm obsessed. And I just want to keep making journals for the sole purpose of adding beads to the binding. Okay, so that's just a writing spot. And then I did like a manila envelope, also slipped in there, which is something else that I saw on her channel. She had like envelopes and journals on the front of a cover, stuck in there in a pocket type of thing. So, and then inside this manila envelope is from the Dollar Tree. I just distressed it a little bit, and then I just made like a little piece of something to go inside, a little waterfall of some pages that I liked. So that just hides right in there. So that slips right inside, and you can see that I have the tissue paper with the Elmer's glue and fabric as the cover, all glued on top of a cereal box. I used these, which I got from Temu. These are like corners, and then I have the same thing on the back, so you can really see the cool tissue paper here. It just like looks like leather, and it just feels like so good. Like the texture is so, I love it. And then I just put more of these flat corners on there. For the binding, I used this sticky strip that I got on Temu as well. And then I just did the inside. Oh, I put some beads here. I used a brad. You can see I used a brad, and I hung a little beautiful butterfly into pearl. Then on the bottom, I just punched a hole, and I stuck this earring through it. This is an old earring. The other one had broke. So I was like, I've had that in my crafts and I just, you know, I wanted something else dangling. So here's the inside. So it's just like a one open type of thing, but then you have the two flaps that come up, right? Oops, sorry about that. The two flaps. So I just use like beautiful cardstock to make the flaps and different things. Here we have another belly band where you can put, I put some things here. I just did some notebook paper and another manila envelope here with, there's just some varying like ephemera in there, and I had to keep adding stuff because it was like too thin for this and it kept slipping out, and it still is slipping out because this cardstock is very slippy. This like golden cardstock, but not like I'm going on a roller coaster with it, you know. So there's that. And then over here, well, I hung this key on a brad, which I thought was really, really fun. And then I just made 2 strips of fabric, glued fabric pieces for 2 like belly band pocket type of things. And I just glued down on all 4 sides there. And I stuck some things in there. So these envelopes are made from just a 6x6 piece of cards, you know, scrapbooking cardstock, and I just folded all the corners in. I just put various, you know, things inside of there. Then I did a small corner pocket on top of this pocket, and I just put other various little beautiful stickers and things in there. And what I like about this is this can go all the way through. The flap can come over, so it's like layers upon layers, and then these items kind of hold that flap down. So then I did another one down here, and this is all Natasha. I saw her do something very similar to this on her channel. So just the layering of the pockets and the portfolio type of thing, and using cereal boxes and using tissue paper with glue and fabric. And I have gotten so many ideas from her. She is one of my idols, I would say, crafting idols. So then this one flips up, and I have the envelope. It's kind of like an accordion. I glued it kind of like an accordion, like. And this was her idea too, gluing the envelopes together, you know, just like I showed you this thing in the beginning. Just kind of like goes together like this. And I just put some prayer cards in there because these are from the Dollar Tree, these prayer cards. I love having those. So let me see. Okay, and it goes like this. And I have these two like that, where it holds the envelopes. And then on this side, I have another pocket down here with like a mini pocket on top. And in the mini pocket, I just put some like little, these are like stickers that, you know, I could use if I cared to, but they just look really good in there. And then this pocket, oh yeah, I did this. Let's see. I did this piece. This was like the extra gold cardstock I had, and I just made another pocket on top of there. So pockets on top of pockets is what Natasha has taught me, and the different patterns and colors and just a mixture. She's helped me have such a like better eye when I'm doing my projects. And then this is just like an envelope. I put some things in there, and then another little envelope. Just cool little project that you can make if you have a cool box or something of a cool size that you like. And there you have it. All right, see you later. Bye.